Yo. Yo. Welcome everyone to day 2 at the 2005 Chrysler Jeep Offshore Super Series World Championships. This race we'll be showing here will be the PX class, the Super V Lights, and the Cat Outboard class. The first race on Thursday was very rough conditions, and today it looks to be much calmer, so much faster racing. The rough conditions brought great racing though. Good to see some rough water racing here on the Offshore Super Series. In race number 1, your winners included Wild Ride in the V-Light category. The boat you see here, the JEM Company's Interome Fragrance and Flavor Corporation Listerine Pocket Mist Super Cat PX boat was the winner in the PX class. And in the Cat Outboard class, Bermuda Barracuda came away with the win. We're here at beautiful DeSoto Park in St. Petersburg, where the crane area is. There you see the S1 Naughty Goose Saloon's Mojo, which finished in second place in the first race. Screaming Eagle there ran very well the first day, finishing in second place. Has a very good chance of finishing in the top position here at the World Championships. Number 83 is a 30-foot Phantom in the Super V Light category. There you see Team Typhoon, number 29, another 29-foot Extreme. Bertel Schmidt, Randy Schluss, and Glenn Murray, they didn't finish the first day of racing. Had a rough way to go. There's WHM Motorsports Mini-Me, Eric Cormier and Bruce Suroff. They finished in 5th place on the first day of racing after completing only 2 laps. There's the number 4 wild card throttle up propellers, formerly Gen Pro Trans, 2004 and 2005 OSS national champion. They had a pretty rough start the other day. They were leading the race and then had the smoke fill the cockpit. There's Wild Ride, your winner from the first day of competition. Larry Kostelak and Ben Hedrick aboard the Wild Ride at the 29-foot Extreme, number 5. You see a tractor trailer for the former pro marine boat. This is Todd Warner's tractor trailer on display here in the pit area. Todd Warner's driving the Nichols Concrete number 57 Supercat entry. There's the Switch 39-foot Extreme, number 99. The Switch and Flight Options sponsored entry in the Super V category. Kurt Watkins and Rick Termel. Congratulations to Rick Termel getting married here in St. Petersburg. There you see one of the Pier 57 trucks. David Woods' fine dealership in Tennessee. The Pier 57 has an entry running in Super V category here with Luke Dickey and Reggie Fountain Jr. aboard. There's the number 88 Fury, another Super V entry. Team Adrenaline Spider-Man's Skater V-Bottom, the national champions again this year in the OSSV category. Mercury powered. There's Twisted Metal Motorsports. Paradise running in the PX class, finished on second in the first day of competition, number 77 Rick Berthel's boat. There's the number 59 Lightning Strikes Donzi entry. There's Team Popeye's truck. Peppers Racing's 36-foot skater. There's Team Popeye's David Wade and Stan Ware's 36-foot skater with an onboard camera there facing forward. Beautiful 36-foot skater. This boat in particular was last year's world champion in Key West when it was in motion. There you see this year's national champion in the OSS Cat Light category, Team Motley Crue, the Roman brothers from New Jersey. Another onboard camera there you can see facing backwards on the back of Motley Crue. There you see the Dirty Duck. Slug Hefner and Paul Whittier will be running this boat this week here in St. Petersburg. MTI with Mercury power and drives. There's the freeze frame video mobile support vehicle. All your camera, video, and photography needs. Interome Fragrance and Flavor Corporation sponsoring and driving the JEM Motorsports entry here. There you see William Kernan from Galveston, Texas in his beautiful Sonic doing the pace boat duties here in St. Petersburg. You can see the conditions are much calmer here for the second day of racing here in St. Petersburg. Quite the opposite the other day, 4 to 6 foot seas on the first day of racing. Very exciting. We should have some flat water excitement, big speeds here today. You see Rick Berthel and Jay Muller in their respective PX class entries. Paradise, MTI, and JEM is a motion. There we have the Viper-powered Eliminator as the pace boat today for this start. On the parade lap, currently here off St. Pete Beach for the 2005 Chrysler Jeep Offshore Super Series World Championships. Looks like a beautiful day here compared to the rough waters and overcast that we had on the first day. There you can see one of the starters, Jim Court, there aboard the Eliminator. Coming down the beach now for the start of the race. Team Paradise with its twin 1,500 horsepower Sterlings and JEM Motorsports with its twin 800 horsepower Mercuries. We have the green flag, and you can see the decided horsepower advantage given to Team Paradise here in St. Pete Beach. Took off, shot out of a cannon. The 42-foot MTI going straight to the front. JEM Motorsports, a big disadvantage horsepower-wise here. Was able to hold them off in the rough water, but I don't think they'll be able to do it here in the flat water off St. Pete today. Rick Berthel driving and throttling aboard his 42-foot MTI. Steve Wolf is the navigator. Run very strong here early on at the race here at the 2005 Offshore Super Series Chrysler Jeep World Championships. Gone. Out front, very hard for the helicopter even to keep up at these speeds. Some of the sponsors for Team Paradise include Marine Technology, the builders of this beautiful MTI, Supercat Rigging, Lavorsi Marine, Shipyard Marine, Sterling Performance, and Perthel Brothers, Inc. Currently first place in the Extreme Cat class here in the Offshore Super Series, running very strong. This boat capable of extreme speed, running away right now, away from JEM. Into Rome, Listerine, number 6. Number 77 at the front of the pack, Paradise Racing. Beautiful paint job on Team Paradise by Geographics out of Canada. You can see very flat waters here off St. Petersburg, enabling these boats to reach their true potential and run the top speeds possible. You can see Rick Perthel really turning it up there, running big numbers here off St. Pete in this beautiful MTI. You can hear the Sterling power really purr along. These twin Whipple motors make 1,500 horsepower per side. Beautiful shot of Team Paradise going by the helicopter here in St. Petersburg. You see JEM, Interome, Listerine trying to catch up to Team Paradise here. They took a big victory on the first day competition in the rough water, but have their work cut out for them here in the flat water today with a very big horsepower disadvantage for JEM. Still running very strong. Boats hung out very well here. 40-foot motion with Mercury Power and Mercury Drive. JEM Companies Limited, Interome, Fragrance and Flavor Company, and Listerine Pocket Packs. All sponsors aboard the number 6 PX entry. Jay Muller, the owner and throttleman, doing a great job in the flat water as he did in the rough water the other day. Daniel Funch doing a great job driving here. Dan is the owner of Interome Flavor and Fragrance Company. He and Jay have raced together on a couple occasions previous to this, but nothing as big as this here in the 2005 Chrysler Jeep Offshore Super Series World Championship. Very flat, calm conditions off St. Petersburg Beach here. Number 6, JEM Companies Limited, Interome Flavor and Fragrance, and Listerine Pocket Pack. Green class here at St. Petersburg, Florida. There you see Team Mojo, Naughty Goose Saloon's Team Mojo, S1 National Champions for 2005 in the Cat Outboard class, running at the front of the pack currently in Super Stock class. Grant Bruggerman and Stan Prokosky aboard the Naughty Goose Saloon Mojo. Mojo finished second place on the first day and currently running in first place here out front of the pack right now. Mojo is a 32-foot Doug Wright design, rigged and maintained by Grant Bruggerman, Grant's Custom Marine in Fort Lauderdale. The outdrives and steer cases are maintained by Offshore Outdrives also in Fort Lauderdale. Graphics on the boat were done by Kinetic Animation in Bradenton, Florida. Other sponsors for Team Mojo include Grant's Custom Rigging, Offshore Outdrives, and LeaksandHeat.com, as well as the Naughty Goose Saloon and Tammy Page Photography. Troy Tremelin always does a great job as the crew chief keeping this boat in top shape and form. You can see these guys have a big advantage currently running in the front of the pack right now. Smooth water for this 32-foot Doug Wright. Just showing great speed, winning several races here in their rookie season. Diamond Marine of Fort Lauderdale also takes care of all the engine needs, maintaining the power head for Naughty Goose Saloon's Mojo. Dan Prokosky, Grant Bruggerman did a great job winning the national championship in their rookie season together.